We have maxima and minima. Okay. So let's start with maxima and minima. So how to determine the maximum and the minimum points of a given curve by applying differentiation formulas. So dito tayo. So paano malalaman kung yung isang point ay maximum or minimum point? Sige, tingnan natin. So meron tayong theorem that a function y equals f of x has a relative maximum or minimum at x equals a if the derivative exists and your f prime of a is equal to 0. Okay, so dapat ang derivative ay nag-exist at pag pinalit mo na ang value ng x na equal sa a doon sa derivative, dapat magsi-0. So pag nag-0, yun ay either maximum or minimum point. Okay, so yun ang definition ng maximum and minimum point. Let's say we have a given curve. Halimbawa, ganyan yung curve natin. And then this is a given point. Na kung yung point na yan, alamin natin kung yan ay maximum point or minimum point. So, paano malalaman? Say this curve is y, halimbawa, x squared na lang plus 2x. Kunwari, paswa, so negative x squared kunwari. Sige, gawin natin. Gagawin nyo muna, so we're going to determine the derivative. So yun muna. So we're going to find y prime. So y prime is equal to negative 2x plus 2. So halimbawa may point dito, let's say yan ay point AB. A and B, ang coordinates ng ating x and y. Then we're going to replace x by a. Yan, negative 2 times a plus 2. Ngayon, pag ang naging sagot nito ay 0, so yung point na yan ay maximum point. Okay, so yun ang pag-check niya. Dapat ang first derivative ay mag-0 para masabi natin na maximum or minimum yung isang point. Okay. So suppose may graph tayo. So again, by theorem, a function y equals f of x is a relative maximum or minimum at x equals a if the derivative exists and f prime of a equals 0. Okay, so let's recall that the slope of the curve y equals f of x at point AB is also equal to f prime of a. So para malaman natin yung slope ng curve at a given point, so we're going to find the first derivative of the function, then we're going to replace x by point, yung a na yan. So yun magiging slope ng function natin. Okay. Suppose we have this curve. This is y equals f of x. Tingnan natin. This is the graph of y equals f of x. Okay. Then we have point A and we have point B. Another one is point C. So then we have point D, point E, and point F. Okay. So I will draw a tangent line at point A, diba? Tangent line at point B. So this line is tangent at point A, at point B, also at point C, at point D, point E, and point F. Okay, natin. Again, balik tayo ng linear function. Sige, so sa linear function, when we say linear function, linear. Sana nga, Natandaan niyo pa yung linear function natin, ano? Simula ito ng discussion. This is of the form, di ba, y equals mx plus b. So, yun yung form niya. Y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope. Tapos, kapag ka ang m ay positive, di ba, our line rises to the right. So, papaakyat ng kanan ang line. Ito yung pag ang slope ay positive. And also, kapag ka ang line naman ay papaakyat sa kaliwa, ito naman yung negative ang slope niya. So, negative m. So, mag-base tayo ngayon sa mga tangent lines natin. Okay. Ito yung red. So, itong line na to, it rises to the right. So, ibig sabihin, ang line na yan, ang slope nito ay positive. So, meron niyang positive na slope. Ito namang isa, ayan, napapanik ito ng kaliwa. Ito naman ay may negative na slope. Ito naman, ganun din, papanik ng kaliwa. So, meron din yung negative na slope. Ito, papanik naman ito ng kanan. So, ito ay mayroong positive slope. So, yun yung mga slope nila, ano? So, ngayon, balik tayo kay analytic geometry. Diba? Another way of finding the slope is, diba, ang m ay equal sa y sub 2 minus y sub 1 or delta y over delta x, x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Yan ang formula ng slope. Kaya nga dyan na-derive yung ating dy over dx. Kaya ang slope ay equal sa dy over dx. Slope ng tangent line at a given point. Diyan siya na-derive. Galing din tayo ng analytic geometry. Okay. Suppose I have here 0.39. At meron din akong another 0.89. Kaya this is 0.39. This is 8 saka 9. And when connecting 2 points, you will have a horizontal line. Diba? Meron tayo straight line, horizontal. Pag kukunin ko yung slope niyan, okay, so ito ang kanyang coordinates ay 3 ang x niyan. Ang y niyan ay 9. Ito naman, ang x nito ay 8. Ang y naman niya ay 9. Siya, no? Yun. Ito, tapat kay 3. Tapos nakatapat kay 9. 9 parehas. Applying this formula, slope, so, say this is 0.1, this is 0.2. 0.1 and 0.2. Okay. So, our y sub 2, di ba, x, ito ngayon sa x1 mo, x1 kasi yan ang 0.1 mo. Ito ang y1 mo kasi yan ang 0.1. This is our x sub 2 kasi 0.2 yan. This is our y sub 2 kasi yan ang ating assume na 0.2. So, y sub 2 is 9. Y sub 1 is also 9. All over, our x sub 2 is 8. And our x sub 1 is 3. So, we will have 0 over 5 or we have 0 for the slope. Ibig sabihin, ang slope ng horizontal line ay 0. Kaya ang slope dito sa may point B na horizontal line yan, ang m mo dyan ay 0. Ito naman sa point E, ang slope mo dito ay 0. O yun ang sinasabi, no? Kasi ang slope also, pwede mo siya kuhanin doon sa first derivative by f prime of a. Sabi, ang f prime of a daw ay 0 para masabing yun ay maximum or minimum point. So, kagaya dito, no, sa curve na yan. Itong point B na yan, diyan ay maximum point kasi, no, ng curve natin. Yan ang pinakamataas sa point niya. Diba curve, oh? Yun ang kanyang highest point. Ito rin. ito ang kanyang lowest point dito. Kaya dyan sa point na yan, ang ating slope ay nag-0. M equals 0, M equals 0. Slope natin dito. Another one, masasabi natin na ang slope o ang point ay maximum pag ang slope ay nagbabago from positive to negative. Okay, so the first derivative changes sign from positive to negative, di ba? Through the given point. Also ito, pagka naman minimum yan, nagbabago yung slope niyan from negative o C0 to positive. So yun ay minimum point. Okay, ayos natin. Okay, to determine if the critical point, by the way, ang tawag sa sa point na yan ay critical point. Siya muna ay critical point. Alamin natin kung siya ba ay maximum or minimum point. Basta sa critical point, 0 lagi ang first derivative natin. So we're going to use the test for first derivative or the first derivative test. Alamin natin paano gagawin para malaman kung yan ay maximum or minimum point. Okay. So in general, at critical point, the first derivative is always equal to 0. O dito galing nga dyan, yung first derivative ay 0. Ito yung sinasabing critical point, yung A. Pag nilagay mo yung A sa first derivative mo, mag-0 yun. Yun ang ating critical point. Kaya lang, kailangan mo siya i-determine by first derivative test kung siya ba ay maximum or minimum. Okay. So number 1, kagaya sa sinabi ko sa graph kanina, the function is maximum at x equals a when f prime of a equals 0. Yun ang una. Ito nga yun, sa general natin. Ang first derivative ay 0 at critical point. So maximum siya. Una, dapat ang first derivative mo ay mag-0 at nagbabago ng sign yung ating f prime or yung ating derivative. Diba? From positive to negative as x increases through a. So parang ito, halimbawa, kung ito yung value natin na a, yan, a, kunwari si a, then kunwari ito ay, say, yan, kagaya nito, yan ay negative 8, diba? Negative 8 ito eh. Ito ay positive 4. Ang a natin ngayon ay negative 6. Yun, So, kukuhanin mo, So, negative 6 ang ating tinetest na point, kung siya ay maximum or minimum. Ngayon, kukuhanin mo yung ibang point sa kaliwa ng negative 6 saka sa kanyang kanan. Kaya bahala, kukuha kayo. Kung negative 6 ang tinetest natin, pwede mong i-check yung katabi niyan, negative 7 saka negative 5. Diba? Mas mababa ang negative 7 sa negative 5. Sabi daw, dapat yung x mo ay increases through a. Dadaanan si a. Ang a mo ay negative 6. Ito yung a natin. Tinetest natin yan. So, dapat yung x ay tataas ang value. From negative 7, tumaas, naging negative 5. Dinaanan si a, which is negative 6. So, pagka nagbago yung slope dito, or yung f prime of x mo from positive to negative, yun ay maximum point. Okay. Another one, if f prime of x changes sign from negative to positive naman, as x increases through a, so yun ay minimum point naman natin. Halimbawa, ang ating kunwaring value, ay, let's say, we have 5. Kunwari, 5 tayo. Okay, so meron tayong 5. Ngayon, chinek natin, kukuha ka ng isang value sa kaliwa ng 5, mababa. So, yung kunwari ay 4. List natin yan. Kunwari ay 4, kaliwa 4. Sa kanan niya, so 6. Yan, no? X increases. Ano taas siya? Ano? Through A. Ang A mo kasi ay 5. Ito yung pinaka-A natin. So, dapat lalaki value ng X. Di ba? Tataas siya. Nadadaanan niya yung A mo. Ang A ay 5. So, ito ay 4. Naging 6. Nag-increase. At tinaanan natin yung value ng A, which is 5. Yung dapat ang condition mo. No? Doon mo malalaman. Hindi pa pwede na gagamit ka ng 3 saka ng 4. Although nag-increase yung X mo dyan, hindi naman dinaanan yung A mo na 5. So, di mo makukuha yung tamang sign ng first derivative natin. Pag nagbago ang sign ng first derivative mo using this 4 and 6 from negative to positive, so yung 5 na yan ay minimum point ng ating curve. So, ganun ang pag-check kung siya ba ay maximum or minimum point. Okay. Again malalaman natin ang maximum point pagka nagbago ang sign ng first derivative from positive to negative. Pag nagbago siya from negative to positive, so yun ay minimum point. So ano unang gagawin? So we're going to take the first derivative. Okay, first derivative muna tayo. Pagkakuha ng first derivative, so dapat 0 ang first derivative. So we're going to set the first derivative equal to 0. Then we're going to solve for the value of x. And we're going to test this value by using this condition. Yan. Kung siya ba ay positive to negative, negative to positive ang kanyang derivative as x increases through that value a. Okay. Sample tayo. Okay. So, alis muna natin lahat dyan. Okay. So, we're going to find the maximum and minimum points of the following curves. Okay. Number 1. So, y equals 2x squared minus 8x plus 3. Okay. Ang isang dito, isang pan-check ninyo, punta kayo sa highest degree niya. Kung yan ay x squared, ma-minus 1 mo. So, 2, ang kanyang degree ay 2, minus 1 ka lang. So, 2 minus 1 is 1. So, meron siyang 1 critical point. Ibig sabihin, isa lang ang kanyang critical point. It's either maximum or minimum. Okay. Solution. So, we have y equals 2x squared minus 8x plus 3. Okay, so again, we're going to take the first derivative. So, differentiate natin. Differentiating, what will happen? So, we will have y prime, derivative of y with respect to x. So, equal to 2 times 2 yan, kaya 4. Then, x minus 8. Tapos, sabi kanina, at critical point, di ba, in general, the first derivative is equal to 0. So, lagay natin. Critical point, diba? Y prime or the first derivative is equal to 0. So therefore, this y prime, papalitan natin ng 0. Kaya 0 is now equal to 4x minus 8. Then, we're going to solve for the value of x. Yan kasi ang kailangan natin mahanap. Ano ba yung kanyang critical point? So, ano yung value ng x? So, transpose natin dito, lipat si 4x, magiging negative 4x equals, may iwan si negative 8. So to solve for x, we divide both sides by negative 4. So dividing by negative 4, cancel yung 4 dito, negative 4. Then we will have x equal, equal yan kay negative 8 over negative 4 is positive 2. So x equals 2. Pag nakuha mo na yung x, kuhanin mo yung partner na y using this equation, yung pinaka-given. So if x is equal to 2, so y is equal to 2x squared minus 8x plus 3. So we're going to replace x by 2 kasi value ng x to solve for the value of y. Y will now equal to 2 times, diba, x squared, kaya 2 squared minus 8 times 2 plus 3, or y is equal to, this is 2 squared is 4, diba? 2 times 2 yan, kaya 4 times 2, so we have 8. Minus 8 times 2 is 16 plus 3. So ano value ng y natin? This is 11, diba? 11 minus 16. So y equals negative 5. So meron tayong point na 2 and negative 5. Kaya lang, yung bang point na yan ay maximum o minimum. Alamin natin. Doon tayo sa first derivative test. So using first derivative test, so ito ay first derivative test, no, FDT. Okay. Ang value ng x ay 2. So for x equals 2, so gagamit tayo, ganun lagi, isa sa kaliwa, use x equals, kaliwa muna, kaliwa ng 2 ay positive 1. Sa kanan ng 2 ay positive 3. So gamit tayo ng x equals 1 and x equals 3. Doon tayo muna sa kaliwa, kaliwa lagi ang simula. So x equals 1. Doon tayo kay first derivative. So y prime is equal to 4x minus 8. Solving for y prime using the value of x equals 1. So we will have 4 times 1 minus 8. Then our y prime is now equal to 4 minus 8. Kaya ang y prime ay equal sa negative 4. Okay. Another 1. Yun tayo sa kanan ng 2, which is x equals 3. So again, y prime is equal to 4x minus 8. So y prime is now equal to 4 times 3 minus 8. Kaya ang y prime natin ay magiging 4 times 3 is 12 minus 8. So therefore, y prime is equal to 12 minus 8 is positive 4. So pag chinek natin, your first derivative or y prime changes sign from negative to positive as x increases through the value of x na 2. Okay. So, diyan, ma-conclude natin na yung x equals 2 ay minimum point. Okay. So, since y prime, my first derivative, changes sign from, so nagsimula negative. So from negative to positive, so the point to negative 5, ito yun, nakuha natin kanina, is minimum. So, okay. Ganyan ang pagkuha ng critical point, ano, or maximum and minimum point. Start tayo again by first derivative. Differentiate muna tayo. Sabihin natin So we're going to differentiate, take the first derivative. Then at critical point, we're going to set this derivative equal to 0. Then solve for the value of x. Transpose lang tayo, divide, then simplify. Pag nakuha na yung value ng x, papalitan mo yung x doon sa given equation na nakuha value to solve for the value of y. Ngayon, pag meron ka ng point na x and y, gagamitin mo ulit yung value ng x na solve natin. Kukuha ka ng isang value sa kaliwa. Ang kaliwa ng 2 ay 1. Ayun, ang kanan niya ay 3. Ngayon, kunin mo yung value ng first derivative gamit yung x equals 1 yung kaliwa. Gamit yung kanan, x equals 3. Compare mo yung sign, ano magbabago? Pag nagbago from negative to positive, yung point na 2 ay minimum. Pag nagbago ng positive to negative, yung point ay maximum. So, yan yung pag-check ng critical points. Okay. Okay, sabi ko rin kanina, isa ring para pagka polynomial, na polynomial function tayo, check ninyo yung highest degree mo dyan. Ang highest exponent mo dyan ay 2. Bawasan mo ng isa lang. Yun yung bilang ng makukuha mong critical points. So, x squared lang tayo. 2 yan, ang ating degree, minus 1. We only have 1 critical point. Ayun nga, tama. 2 lang nakuha natin. Okay. Lipat tayo na example number 2. Okay, erase natin muna. So for number 2, we have y equals x cubed minus 6x squared minus 15x plus 75. Sabi ko kanina, diba? Kung check mo yung highest degree pag polynomial, kagaya dyan, x cubed. So 3 ang ating degree, highest power mo ay 3 minus 1, 2. Dapat siya may makukuha kang dalawang critical points. Okay. Solve natin. So we have our solution. So again, the given is y equals x cubed minus 6x squared minus 15x plus 75. Then, differentiate natin yan. So, y prime is now equal to 3x squared minus 12x. 6 times 2, kaya 12 yan. Derivative ng x, yung kanyang pinaka-coefficient, kaya minus 15. Derivative ng 75 ay 0. Again, at critical point, so first derivative is equal to 0. Then, we now have 0 equals 3x squared minus 12x minus 15. So, tingnan nyo, pagka tayo ay quadratic, magpa-factoring tayo, kung factorable. Ngayon, padaliin natin yung nakuha natin quadratic. Pag chinek mo yan, lahat yan divisible by 3. Or pwede mo i-factor out yung 3 dyan. Pag nilabas ko yung 3, magkakaroon na lang ako ng x squared na lang sa loob. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So 4 yan, 4x. 15 divided by 3 is 5. Kaya minus 5. And we divide both sides by 3. Para makancel na yung 3. So makakancel ito. 0/3 is still 0 equals x squared minus 4x minus 5. Okay. Or palit ng pwesto. Pagpalitin natin. X squared minus 4x minus 5 is now equal to 0. Then by factoring, factor tayo. So meron tayong dalawang parenthesis. Equal yan sa 0. Ang factors ng x squared ay x times x lang naman. So x at x tigisa yan. Ang factors ng 5, isa lang, 5 and 1 lang din. So 5, 1. So pagka ang dulo ay negative, magkaiba dapat ang sign. So dapat negative 4 tayo, kaya 5 ang negative. Negative 5, saka plus 1 dapat. Pag chinek mo yan, negative 5x plus x is negative 4x. So, okay, tama. Then, doon tayo sa first factor muna. X minus 5 ang ating unang factor. Equate mo yan kay 0. To solve for x, transpose yung 5. Kaya x equals positive 5. Yan ating first factor. Second factor natin, x plus 1. X plus 1 equal din yan kay 0. Galing ka dito, no? X minus 5 equals 0. X plus 1 equals 0. Then solve for x, transpose mo yung positive 1, magiging negative. Kaya x equals 0 minus 1 or negative 1. So we have x equals 5 and x equals negative 1. Doon tayo ngayon sa value ng y na kanya kapartner. If x equals 5, so ano yung y? Ang y ay equal sa x cubed minus 6x squared minus 15x plus 75. Okay. So it will become 5 cubed minus 6 times 5 squared minus 15 times 5 plus 75. Or equal yan, 5 times 5, 25 times 5 is 125. Minus 5 squared is 25. Multiply natin ng 6. So magiging 150. Minus 15 times 5. So 25 here to 75 plus 75. Pag mas madali, combine ito. 0 na to, ano? Meron ko na lang 125 minus 150. So meron tayo negative 25. This is the value of y. Kaya meron tayo isang point na 5 and negative 25. Okay. Another one, if x is equal to negative 1. So yung y ay x cubed, kaya negative 1 quantity cube minus 6 times negative 1 quantity squared minus 15 times negative 1 plus 75. Okay. So y is now equal to negative 1 minus 6 times, negative 1 squared is positive 1 times 6. So 6 pa rin siya. Kaya minus 6. Then, negative 1 times 15. So we have negative 15. Negative, negative. O, magiging positive ito. Plus 15. Plus 75. Okay, so 75 plus 15. So we have 90, di ba? 90, buwasan natin ng 7. So yung y ay magiging 83. Kaya meron tayong negative 1 and 83. Okay. Doon tayo ngayon sa checking, kung yan ba ay maximum or minimum point. Check natin. Okay. Doon muna tayo sa unang point, x equals 5. So, for x equals 5, so ang gagamitin natin, so use x, ang kaliwa ng 5 ay 4. And kanan, x equals 6. Yun, tayo ngayon kay x equals 4 muna. Tayo kay y prime. Kunin yung y prime, yung yung pinaka-original, Ito yun, yan, si y prime. Kunin natin. So, y prime equals 3x squared minus 12x minus 15. So, y prime is now equal to 3 times 4 squared minus 12 times 4 minus 15. Then we have 4 squared ay 16 times 3, we have 48. Minus 12 times 4 is 48 then. Minus 15. So 48 minus 48 ay 0 na yan. Kaya meron na lang tayong negative 15. So y prime when x equals 4 is negative 15. Now when x is equal to 6, so anong y prime? So again, y prime is equal to 3x squared minus 12x minus 15. Then y prime is now equal to 3 times 6 squared minus 12 times 6 minus 15. So ito ay magiging 6 squared is 36. 36 times 3, we have 108. Minus 12 times 6 is 72. Minus 15. Okay. So pag inumbay natin yan, 108. Bawasan natin ng 72. Bawasan pa natin ng 15. So magkakaroon tayo ng 21 or y prime. Sige. So pag chinek natin, y prime changes sign from negative to positive. Okay, conclude tayo So since y prime changes sign from, so we have negative to positive. So therefore, yung point na 5, 5 and negative 25. 5, negative 25 is a minimum. Is a minimum point. Minimum yan. Kasi nagbago siya from negative to positive. Okay, doon tayo ngayon sa isang point, which is negative 1 and 83. Okay, erase muna natin. So, yun na siya, meron tayong nakuha minimum point, positive 5 and negative 25. Isa naman ay negative 1 and 83. So, yan siguro ay maximum naman. Check natin. Okay, for x equals negative 1. So, negative 1. Gagamit tayo ng x. Ano ba ang nasa kaliwa ng negative 1? Negative 2. Ano ba ang kanya nasa kanan? 0. Diba? Number line, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Ayan, ano? So, nasa kanan ng negative 1 ay 0. Sa kaliwa, negative 2. Okay. Hintayin muna sa kaliwa lagi. Start with x equals negative 2. Tayo again kay y prime. Y prime is 3x squared minus 12x minus 15. So y prime is now equal to 3. So replace x by negative 2. Negative 2 squared minus 12 times negative 2 minus 15. Okay. So negative 2 squared is positive 4 times 3. We have positive 12. Minus, ito naman, 12 times negative 2. So we will have 24. Diba? Kaso negative, negative. So we have positive. Minus 15. So yun, ano? So 12 minus 15 is negative 3 plus 24. We have positive 21. This is y prime. 21. Now, tayo sa kanan. X equals 0. So, ano yung y prime? Y prime is equal to, again, 3x squared minus 12x minus 15. So, y prime will become 3 times 0 squared minus 12 times 0 minus 15. Then, ito ay 0 na. 0 din yan. So, meron tayo ngayong negative 15. This is our y prime. So, pag check natin, nagbago ang sign from positive to negative. Okay, conclude tayo. Since y prime changes sign, from positive to negative, positive to negative. So therefore, our point negative 1 and 83 is a maximum point. So maximum siya. Actually dito, no, isang pag-check nyo rin dyan. Meron na kayo dyan parang pinaka-hint, no? Pero kailangan talaga i-check muna. Check mo yung y, ano? Y. Ano ba mas mataas? 83 ba o negative 25? So, mas mataas ang 83. So, siya dapat talaga mag-maximum ano kung maximum siya. Negative ito, so siya ang posibleng mag-minimum point mo. So, tama naman. Ano, yun, no? Si x, si 5 at negative 25 ang minimum natin. Si negative 183 siya ang ating maximum point. Okay, so, yan ang pag-check, ano, ng maximum and minimum point. Okay, tayo sa last example. Erase mo ulit tayo lahat. So for number 3, we're going to determine the value of a and b. So that the curve y equals x cubed plus ax squared plus b will have a critical point at 2, 5. Okay. Natin solve natin. Basta alam mo isolve ito critical point, magaling gawin to pag nawawala yung coefficient ng ating mga x. So madaling isolve ito basta alam mo yung procedure ng pagso-solve kung paano kinuha yung critical point na tayo magpo-focus. Okay. So, paano ba kinukuha ang critical point? Ang unang ginagawa natin ay mag-differentiate, di ba? Simulan natin doon. Y equals x cubed plus ax squared plus b. Okay. So, we're going to differentiate para makuha ang critical point. O, differentiate natin. Y prime is equal to 3x squared plus 2ax. So, yun siya, ano? Again, na a dyan at b ay constant, ha? 2a. Kaya 2ax na meron tayo. Plus b. Ang derivative ng b ay 0 kasi yan ay constant. Ang y at x lang ang ating variables dito. Okay. A and b are constants. Okay. Ngayon, ang ginagawa natin, di ba? Sabi natin, at critical point, same procedure lang tayo dito. No? Same procedure lang ginagawa natin. Gaya ng umpisa kanina. At critical point, so we set y prime equal to 0. Gawin natin ulit. 0 is equal to 3x squared plus 2ax. So, pinapasolve sa atin yung a and b. Meron ba tayong value ng x? Diba dito, ang kinukuha mo dyan na value ng x, yun yung critical point. So, binigay na yun, no? 2 and 5. X and y. So, ang x natin ay 2. Palitan natin. So, 0 is now equal to 3. May value na yung x, 2. Given niya kanina sa taas, critical point yan, squared plus 2a times 2. So, ano mangyayari? So, 0 is now equal to 2 squared. 2 times 2 is 4 times 3. So, we have 12 plus, guys, sulat ha. Tindahan natin ang bahagya. Plus 2 times 2 is 4. So, we have 4a. Since we are solving for a, lipat natin 4a. Kaya magiging negative 4a equals 12. So, to solve for a, we divide both sides by negative 4 para maging a lang yan. Kaya cancel na si negative 4. Then we have a. 12 over negative 4 is negative 3. So, we have value of a as negative 3. Okay. Tingnan natin. Tayo kay b. Paano kuha ni b? Since nagamit mo na to, yung x na yan, ngayon paano kinukuha tong y? Diba? Paano kukunin yan? So, yung y equal kay x cubed plus ax squared plus b. Yung ating equation ng y eh. Para kuhanin tong y, di ba, pag ginagawa natin sa solution yan, kinukuha natin yung y, pinapalitan natin yung x nung nakuha na value. Ito yun, ano, yung value na to, yung critical point natin na na-solve. Pinapalit yan sa equation para ma-solve yung y. O gawin natin, y is equal to 2 quantity cube plus a, meron tayo nakuha a kanina, negative 3. Palitan na natin, negative 3 ang a times ang x ay positive 2, so squared, plus b. Kaya lang, yung y, may value ang y. Ito, no, 5. Palitan natin yung y. 5 equals, ito ay magiging 8. 2 times 2 times 2. Plus, 2 times 2 is 4. Diba? 4 times negative 3, we have negative 12. Plus b. Okay, simplify pa natin. So, 8 plus negative 12 is negative 4. Negative 4 plus b. So, to solve for b, transpose natin yung negative 4. Kaya magiging 5 plus 4 equals b, or b is equal to 5 plus 4 or 9. So, we have negative 3 and 9. Kaya ang ating pinaka-equation ngayon ay y equals x cubed plus, since ito ay negative, ano, yusin na natin. Sabi ax squared daw, ang a mo ay negative 3. So, minus na yon, minus 3x squared plus 9. b is 9. check tayo kung tama, ano? Mag-derivative tayo. Y prime is equal to 3x squared minus 6, ano? Minus 3 times 2 is 6. X plus 0, derivative ng 9. Then again, at critical point, y prime is 0. So 0 yan. Equals 3x squared minus 6x. Kapalit ng pwesto 3x squared minus 6x is equal to 0. Factoring tayo. Factoring, ang common nila ay 3 saka x. So ilabas si 3x. Ito magiging x na lang minus 2. Diba? 3x times x ay 3x squared. 3x times 2 is 6x. So equals 0. So first factor ka, 3x. Ito lagi gawin nyo, factoring. Tapos first factor equals 0 lagi. Second factor equals 0 then. X minus 2 equals 0. Then, to solve for x, divide by 3. Itong isa. So cancel ito. 0 over 3 is 0. So meron isa tayo nakuha, 0. Then, x is now equal to positive 2. Ito yun, isang critical point, positive 2. Pagka ang critical point ay 2, ano ba ang y? Kunin natin. Y equals x cube. Para malaman natin kung tama yung negative 3 and 9 na yan. 3x squared plus 9. So y will become 2 quantity cube minus 3 times 2 squared plus 9. Okay, ayusin natin. So yung y ay equal sa 2 times 2 times 2 is 8 minus 2 times 2 is 4 times 3, so we have 12 plus 9. O, ano ba ang 8 plus 9? Diba 17? So 17, bawasan mo ng 12, so we have 5. So y equals 5. So tama, ang critical point niya ay 2 and 5. Kapag ka ang A at B, ang A ay negative 3, ang B ay 9. So tama itong nakuha natin na A and B. Chinek ko lang, So, kayo bahala. Pwede namang hindi nyo na-check. Basta nakuha mo na A and B, hinto ka na dyan. Pero para mas makasigurado ka, ilagay mo yung A and B sa equation, solve mo kung lalabas itong sinasabing critical point. So, ganoon lang din siya. Madali lang. Basta same procedure ka lang. Differentiate, set the critical point equal to 0. Para ma-solve mo yung x, may value na ang x. Diba? Lagay mo na yung value ng x dyan. So, solve mo yung A. Yung isang paraan. Ngayon, nagamit mo na yung x na yan, kailangan magamit mo yung 5. So, paano ito gagamitin? Paano ba yung sinusolve? Pinapalit mo yung value ng x, yung critical point mo, doon sa equation ng y. So, palitan mo yung x dito ng 2, palitan mo yung a, may value yung y mo, 5, so solve mo na yung b. So, ganun pa rin. Same procedure lang din siya. Mukha lang mahirap kasi merong unknown sa equation natin. So, yan yung maxima and minima using the first derivative test.